UC Davis. We're trying to see what we can do to give back, even as small as we are, right? Like, we're still a growing community in California, but our heart is, us trying to do whatever we can, no matter, even if it's something small, we're trying to do something.
Well, you're in a good spot for it because you've got Frank, the speaker for the bees, and huge advocate of sustainable mead making. So, I think that that's it's a good place to do that kind of thing.
I completely agree.
Yeah. So, well, cool. It's been great having you on the show, Alex.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think there were people taking notes.
Yeah, good to talk to you again.
Yeah.
You too, Hamish.
I still wear that shirt you got me. I got to get you those photos in front of some important landmarks next time I go out.
Yeah.
Where in the world is the T-shirt? Yeah, I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna do the Gotmead podcast, and she's like, oh, that's great. I'll go pick it up for Spencer School. It won't bother you. Like, perfect. And then I was working all day, and I changed my shirt, and I put on my Honeypot shirt. And she's like, why did you put on a shirt? They can't see you.
Because it's your workwear.
Like you're working. Yeah.
Naked podcasting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's not talk about what happens in summer.
That's why we click the explicit button for the show, so that we can't.
Oh, we've been so clean.
We can't be corrupting the minors,
A show about alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Right. Run by a bunch of people who really ought not to spend too much time in the same physical area. We're bad.
We are kind of dangerous.
Speaking of, I'm like two cans into How Do You Like Them Apples, and I don't know if I should have another one or not.
Yeah, well, I had 2 cans of them little apples, so, That's the Moonlight's venture into cider. It's very good.
When somebody asks me if they don't know if they should have another one, I always say, have the other one and then decide.
Yeah.
Manny is a bad example.
Manny is a really bad example, yeah.
In so many ways.
It's probably a good thing that since, all but one were together at Mazer Cup this year that Manny wasn't there, because we probably would have got kicked out or something.
Yeah. Next year it's happening.
Next year it's happening. Then we got to lure Hamish over. I think I've got AJ convinced, but I don't know about Hamish. His wife.
It'll come down to finances for me. So
we got to convince Hamish's wife to let go.
Vanessa.
Again. Yeah, Vanessa. Thank you. I was drawing.
You got to start learning her name if you want to convince her.
I know, right? I was drawing a blank. I'm sorry, my nose hurts. I'm not thinking straight. But all right, well then we'll let you get on with the rest of your evening, Alex. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
All right, thanks, guys. Hopefully, I'll get to see you when you come down in July. And everybody else, Hamish, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Cheers, mate. See ya.
All right.
Take care.
Take care. That was fun.
It was great.
Yeah. Okay, we got some upcoming stuff here. May 13th, Black Snake Mead at blacksnakemead.com. They have mead, music, and mountains. And then on May 20th, Starlight Mead is doing Pollinator Day at their place, and that's starlightmead.com. And then our regular weekly events, St. Ambrose Cellars has live music every Friday night, and they do Thirsty Thursdays, 35% off refills, and open mic nights on Thursdays. And that's at 6 p.m. Meridian Hive Meadery has board game meetups at their tasting room the last Friday of every month.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Mm.
Yeah, you gotta love it when a bunch of nerds own a meadery.
Yeah.
Okay, so upcoming guests, we've got James. Next week, we've got James Boycourt, owner of Charm City Meadworks in Baltimore. And I went there when I was up for the East Coast meetup a few weeks ago and got to scope out the place and came back with a case of his mead, and which I'm still working on. We'll be drinking drinking that next week for sure. And then after that, we take our 2-week break, and then we'll be back after that. And I'm already lining up people for the next round.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Hamish, don't you have mead class for your?
Yes, we do. We have a mead class coming up as per the show notes. You'll find it. It is for the Eltham District Winemakers Guild. It is going to be in Melbourne, Victoria, actually in Eltham. So any of my local listeners down here, jump on to www.amateurwine.org.au and you'll find details there as well as in the show notes.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, that's all I've got for tonight. Anything else?
Nope.
Nothing from here.
All right, then. We shall bid you all a fond farewell until next week. And thanks
Good
for
night.
listening.
Night, everybody.
Night out.
All right, night.